My name is Cushing, and I'm here as part of communitypalette and the youth strand that we've been developing, the self-collective, social evolution, lifestyle freedom. And basically this is a pilot program that we're developing to really empower youth to immerse themselves in the creative arts and be mentored to really bring whatever visions that are inside of them to light. What is their spark, and how can we as a community support them to develop that and help it to bloom?
And I'm Theo Maehr, and I am part of communitypalette and have been part of the self-collective as well. And would like to say that the self-collective is not just the creative arts, but also practical and industrial arts as well. And what the idea is to try to help young people, and actually older people as well, find what passions and dreams and visions live within them, and then find ways of expressing it outwardly. And we've been pretty successful in the last few months in creating experiences and situations for these young people and older people that have been involved for this to actually take place. There was one event in particular that both Casey and I were able to participate in, where we started the day off at 10 a.m. at Earthbound Farms, and Jana Jo Williams took us around for 2.5 hours, picking vegetables and herbs and sharing knowledge just about plants and how they grow. We ended up with 5 big boxes full of food and herbs, which we then took down to the Coast Gallery, and Nick, the head chef there, and Tessa, his assistant, were waiting for us. And we're so excited to, as we emptied out these boxes of food, put it all out, and then worked up this incredible meal that not only fed all of us, but fed all of Coast Gallery's staff and some of the parents that came along as well. The thing that was especially noticeable for me was not just the young people were excited about what we were doing, but the older people, Nick, Tessa, Jana Jo, were so enlivened to be able to share what they were passionate about with our group. And that's what I think is really important in this thing. Not only do the young people benefit, but we as experienced adults that have things that we love to do, to have that chance to share it with these young people is half of what this is all about.
Yeah, and just to tie into that, this intergenerational aspect I feel is super important, because there are seemingly fewer opportunities to do that beyond school, beyond the teacher-student relationship. How are we really interacting across generations? So we hope this to be a platform for that to happen. Yeah.
And I think, here in Sand City, and what we experience at certain people's galleries here at West End, there's that kind of interaction that takes place. You know that a lot of the artists here would love the opportunity to share what they do with young people. And you see little glimpses of it happening through the day.
And another aspect of this is helping the youth to go to new places in their community that they haven't been to, outside, in nature, right? There's so many places to go here, and so we're really trying to give them access and exposure to all the beauty that's around them. So hopefully that's also bringing out this spark. And what does it really mean to be a local from here, and how can they bring that forward? So that's another aspect.
It's one of the things that I think, if you look at the educational system, and I was a teacher for 15 years, we really are not giving these young people the opportunity to become locals, which in my opinion is to be connected to the land, to know your flora and fauna, to know your larger community and not just the people within it, but all the other species that we cohabitate this planet with. And in knowing them, hopefully you end up loving them, and in loving them, then we end up caring for them.
Yeah.
Last thoughts?
This is just a really exciting time for us. This summer was the first pilot of this program, and so we are just hoping as with this exhibition, this Bloom, this was really the dream seed of the youth that participated this summer. They wanted to create an interactive space for workshops and a tea house. And this is just the beginning. So it's just really exciting to think about what's next. We'd love this to become a ongoing group. So it's exciting.
The other thing that I think in the larger vision that Kirsten and I have held for decades, we like to say, is a place, a center even, where experiences are more accessible to all the ages, the range of ages. There's older people that want to learn to do ceramics and glass blowing and jewelry making and their local flora and fauna. And so to have a place where we can gather both as people that want to learn and people that want to share and give, that's something that we really hope we can see in the future. And also to expand this whole mentoring program that we've just begun to tap into.